Now, Daniel Khalife has very recently escaped from prison, and currently there is a nationwide manhunt for him. He apparently escaped because he was working in the kitchen and he clung onto the side of a van and perhaps crawled underneath it as the van drove out of the prison. I should really emphasize that this was Wandsworth, which is a Category B prison. And guess how many inmates have previously escaped in recent years? Six different people, including probably the most notorious being Ronnie Biggs, the great train robber who escaped and went on the run for 36 years before he was finally caught. So, what are the categories of security of prison? There's Category A for very high risk offenders. So those are people who've committed acts of terrorism, murder or mass murder, serious repeated sexual assaults and firearms offences. Then there's Category B for medium kind of risk offenders. So that might be, lower level assaults. Then there's Category C for low risk offenders. And there's Category D for very low risk offenders like fraudsters or white collar crimes. The more astute of you would have noticed that when I said Category A, Belmarsh, which by the way Daniel Khalife was in originally before he was transferred to Wandsworth, which is Category B, one of the factors was terrorism, and he's a known terrorist. So it begs the question, why during the risk assessment was he moved to Category B? I can only assume that the people who carried out this risk assessment were not very proficient or were inexperienced or basically didn't know what they were doing.